Have you ever thought that a vitamin or food you take every day might be causing dangerous blood clots? It might sound hard to believe, but brain doctors see it far too often. Seniors who mean well sometimes unknowingly pair certain supplements and foods in ways that make their blood thicker and more likely to clot. And according to these medical experts, those clots can lead to life-changing events like strokes or heart attacks. That's why I'm here today, urging you to pay close attention. In this video, we're going to break down 5 combinations that might be increasing your risk without you even realizing it. These insights aren't meant to frighten you. They're meant to empower you with knowledge. You see, many of these combinations sound harmless on their own. A vitamin here, a food choice there, but when paired the wrong way, doctors say they can create the perfect storm in your bloodstream. And the good news is, once you know what to look out for, you can make small changes that could protect your health in a big way. So I encourage you to stay tuned until the end, because you'll learn how to spot these risky combinations and what you can do instead to stay safe. Now let's get started. Number 1, vitamin K supplements combined with leafy greens. One clear example of a risky combination is taking vitamin K supplements. If you also eat large amounts of leafy greens like spinach, kale, or collard greens, it can quietly raise your risk for dangerous blood clots. Now, vitamin K is important for your body. It helps with bone health and other functions. But when you get too much of it, especially from both supplements and food at the same time, it can tip the balance in a way that makes your blood clot more easily than it should. What makes this so tricky is that many people take vitamin K supplements because they've been told it supports strong bones or helps with other age-related concerns. At the same time, they're eating salads, cooked greens, and even smoothies packed with these same vegetables, thinking they're doing the right thing for their health. But here's where the problem comes in. Both the supplements and the greens are rich in vitamin K, and together they can make your blood thicker than it needs to be. When your blood becomes too thick, it can lead to clots that block vital blood flow to your brain, heart, or lungs. A man named Robert, who is 74, shared how he believed he was doing everything right. He took a daily vitamin K supplement because his neighbor recommended it, and he prided himself on eating a big spinach salad every day for lunch. But over time, he began to feel strange, tightness in his chest, and had trouble catching his breath after light walks. His doctor found that his blood was clotting too easily, and part of the reason was the combination of vitamin K sources he was using without realizing the risk. Doctors often recommend that if you're getting plenty of vitamin K through your diet, you may not need a supplement at all, or at least you should discuss the right dose with your healthcare provider. And if you're taking blood thinners or have a history of clotting issues, this conversation becomes even more important. Managing the balance of vitamin K can make a world of difference in keeping your blood flowing just as it should. The good news is, by being aware of how these combinations work together, you can make choices that support your health without putting you at unnecessary risk. Paying attention to what you're eating, what you're supplementing with, and how you're feeling day to day is a powerful way to protect yourself. Small adjustments, like choosing either the supplement or the greens, rather than both, can keep you on the path to wellness without increasing your clot risk. And as always, having that conversation with your doctor can give you peace of mind and help ensure you're making the best choices for your body's needs. Number 2, fish oil supplements with high vitamin E foods. Another combination that might seem harmless at first glance, but that doctors warn can quietly affect your blood's natural balance, is taking fish oil supplements while also eating a diet rich in vitamin E from foods like almonds, sunflower seeds, and hazelnuts. Now, both fish oil and vitamin E on their own have health benefits. Fish oil is well known for supporting heart and brain health, and vitamin E is praised for its role in protecting cells and supporting the immune system. But when you combine these two in significant amounts, you may be setting yourself up for trouble without even realizing it. What happens is that both fish oil and vitamin E can influence how your blood clots, and together they can alter that balance in ways that might encourage clots to form in unexpected places or at the wrong times. A man named Clarence, who is 78, shared that he started taking fish oil capsules because his friend recommended them for better heart health. At the same time, he enjoyed a handful of mixed nuts every day as a snack, believing he was making a smart, heart-friendly choice. Over the months, he began to feel more tired, noticed some unexplained bruising on his arms, and even felt dizzy at times when standing up. His doctor later explained that the combination of high fish, oil intake, and a diet rich in vitamin E was affecting how his blood was behaving. making it more prone to irregular clotting patterns that were causing these symptoms. It's important to understand that while fish oil can help prevent clots in some situations, when combined with high vitamin E intake, the result isn't always predictable. Some seniors find that their blood becomes too thin, while in others, the clotting process becomes unbalanced, leading to clots where they don't belong. This is especially concerning because these changes can happen quietly over time, with few outward signs until something more serious occurs, like a clot, blocking a vessel in the brain or lungs. The good news is that addressing this is often as simple as making thoughtful adjustments. You might choose to get your omega-3s from food sources like salmon, a couple of times a week rather than taking daily capsules, or you might cut back a bit on the vitamin E-rich snacks. And of course, having a conversation with your doctor about your specific needs and risks can help you find the right balance for your body. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 3, calcium supplements with fortified orange juice. Another combination that many seniors turn to with the best of intentions, but that can quietly contribute to clot risks, is taking calcium supplements while also drinking calcium-fortified orange juice on a regular basis. Both of these choices are often made with bone health in mind, and that's understandable. We all want to protect our bones as we get older. But what can happen when you pair these two sources together is that you end up getting more calcium than your body truly needs. And over time, that excess calcium can have unintended effects on your blood vessels and clotting system. What's important to understand is that calcium plays a role not just in bone strength, but also in muscle function, including the muscles in your blood vessels and in the clotting process itself. When calcium levels in the body rise beyond what's needed, it can contribute to the blood becoming thicker or encourage calcium deposits to form in the arteries. These deposits can create rough spots along the vessel walls, where clots are more likely to form. A woman named Susan, who is 76, shared that she took a daily calcium supplement as part of her morning routine and liked to drink a glass of fortified orange juice with her breakfast, thinking she was giving her bones extra support. Over time, she started noticing some swelling in her legs and occasional tightness in her chest. And after checking in with her doctor, she learned that the extra calcium was contributing to changes in her blood flow. With some simple adjustments, she felt better and reduced her risk. Another thing to keep in mind is that the body can only absorb so much calcium at one time. When you're getting high doses all at once, the excess doesn't just vanish. It can circulate in your bloodstream, where it might contribute to the buildup we're talking about. And because this process can happen slowly, it's easy not to notice until the effects start showing up as symptoms that are harder to ignore. You might also find that this combination has other subtle effects that can act as early clues. Some people notice they feel more tired or sluggish, or they might have muscle cramps that they hadn't experienced before. Others might see small changes like their rings, feeling tighter or noticing puffiness in their feet at the end of the day. These signs can sometimes be linked to the way extra calcium is affecting the body's fluid, balance, and blood vessel health. The good news is that adjusting this combination is usually very simple. It might mean choosing either the supplement or the fortified juice, or spacing them out so that you're not getting a large dose of calcium all at once. These small steps can go a long way toward protecting your blood vessel health and helping you stay active and well. Paying attention to how these choices work together and being willing to make small adjustments can be a powerful way to look after your well-being. Number 4, iron supplements with red meat heavy diets. One combination that many seniors don't think twice about, but that can quietly contribute to blood clot risks, is taking iron supplements while also eating a diet that's rich in red meat. Now, iron is essential for making healthy red blood cells, and it helps carry oxygen throughout your body. That's why it's often recommended when someone is found to be low in iron or has anemia. And red meat, as you probably know, is one of the richest food sources of iron. But what can happen when you're getting significant amounts of iron from both supplements and your meals is that your blood can become thicker over time. This can raise the chance of clots forming where they don't belong. The tricky part about this combination is that both pieces on their own seem like good choices. A doctor may have suggested an iron pill after a blood test, or maybe you've added it on your own, hoping to boost your energy. Meanwhile, eating a nice piece of steak or a juicy burger now and then feels like a comforting, satisfying meal. But together, these can quietly push your iron levels higher than your body really needs. And when that happens, your blood can become more viscous, meaning it doesn't flow as easily as it should. And clots can start to form more easily in places like your legs, lungs, or even your brain. A man named Harold, who was 80, shared how he started taking an iron supplement after he felt more tired and thought it might help. He also enjoyed red meat a few times a week, seeing it as part of a good, hearty meal. Over several months, he began noticing more swelling in his legs and felt short of breath climbing stairs. His doctor found that his iron levels were higher than needed, and adjusting his diet and supplements helped ease his symptoms and lower his risk. His story is a reminder that even well-meaning choices can have unintended effects if we're not looking at the full picture. It's also important to realize that iron is something your body doesn't get rid of easily. When you take in more than you need, it builds up over time. And while iron overload doesn't happen overnight, the slow increase can quietly change how your blood behaves. This is especially worth paying attention to if you have a family history of conditions that affect iron storage, or if you've been on supplements for a while without having your levels checked. Another clue that this combination might be affecting you is noticing changes like more frequent headaches, joint pain, or feeling unusually tired despite getting plenty of rest. You might also see changes like a reddish tint to your skin or more frequent stomach upset. While these symptoms can have many causes, they can also be linked to iron levels that are higher than they should be. Loved ones might notice changes too. Maybe they comment that you seem to be slowing down, or that you've been rubbing your legs more often because they feel heavy. These small observations can be helpful reminders to reflect on how your diet and supplements might be working together. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 5, multivitamins with high doses of B6 and energy drinks. One more combination that often flies under the radar, but that can quietly affect how your blood clots, is taking a multivitamin that contains high levels of vitamin B6, while also drinking energy drinks or fortified beverages that add even more B6 to your daily intake. Many seniors choose multivitamins to fill in nutritional gaps, and that's understandable. And on the surface, grabbing an energy drink that promises a little extra boost might seem harmless or even helpful, especially on a day when you're feeling a bit sluggish. But together, these can quietly create an imbalance that influences how your platelets behave, the parts of your blood that are responsible for clotting when you need it, like after a cut or injury. The thing about vitamin B6 is that in moderate amounts, it plays a helpful role in brain health and in keeping nerves working the way they should. But when you consistently take in too much, especially when it's coming from both supplements and drinks, you can start to see changes that aren't so helpful. A man named Arthur, who was 79, shared that he started taking a multivitamin with extra B6 after seeing an ad that said it could help with energy. At the same time, he liked having an energy drink during the afternoon for a little pick-me-up. Over time, he noticed that small cuts took longer to stop bleeding, and he had more bruises that seemed to appear out of nowhere. When he talked with his doctor, they discovered that his B6 levels were higher than needed, and it was quietly affecting his blood's clotting ability. What's important to understand is that vitamin B6 affects more than just your energy levels or nerve function. It plays a role in how your blood clots by influencing platelet activity. When there's too much B6 in your system, your platelets can become more prone to clumping in ways they shouldn't, or they might not work as effectively when you actually need them to. Either way, this imbalance can raise your risk for clots forming in places where they can do harm, like in your lungs, your legs, or even your brain. The good news is that it's often easy to adjust. You might choose to switch to a multivitamin with a lower B6 level, or you might decide to skip the energy drinks and opt for a glass of water or herbal tea instead. And as always, having that conversation with your doctor can help you make the best choices for your health, so you get the benefits you're aiming for without the unintended risks. Paying attention to how your supplements and food choices work together and being willing to make small, thoughtful changes can go a long way toward protecting your health and helping you feel your best every day. Final thoughts. As we wrap up this video, take a moment to reflect on the 5 combinations we've explored today. Which one surprised you the most? Maybe you hadn't thought about how pairing a vitamin supplement with certain foods or drinks could quietly affect your blood in ways you didn't intend. The good news is that simply being aware of these combinations gives you the power to make small changes that can help protect your health and give you peace of mind. Whether it's adjusting a supplement, rethinking a snack, or having a conversation with your doctor, these steps can make a real difference in reducing the risk of dangerous blood clots. Your body's always working to keep you safe, and sometimes the choices we make with the best of intentions can create challenges we don't see right away. That's why it's so important to look at the full picture of what you're taking in each day, both from your plate and from your pill bottles. And remember, you're not alone in this. Your doctor, your loved ones, and your community are all here to support you as you work to stay healthy and strong. We'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you learned today that you plan to use in your own life? Maybe you're thinking about reviewing your supplements or paying closer attention to food labels. Whatever it is, please leave a comment below and share your thoughts. Your insights can help inspire and encourage others who are watching this video too. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.